Good day, boys and girls. It's our second video lesson that we're trying to do. Today we're only going to look at giving instructions. Please note that pages 65 to 74 in your textbook, we will deal with that in class. Boys and girls, it's difficult words from Greek mythology and all sorts of things that are being covered in this section. So I really want to do that when we're all together in class. Don't worry about it. We will definitely focus on that when we are back in class. So we are skipping to pages 76. So what I want you to do is, on page 76, look at the pictures of the children doing the exercises there, and then go to the back of your textbook, page 171. Theme 9, page 76, listen to instructions is your heading there. Read the information there on giving instructions on how to do exercises. When you read through that, note the use of command verbs such as do, run, stretch, bend. Those are all command verbs. It is a verb telling you to do something. Please also note that when you give instructions, you use short, simple sentences in order to give instructions. You don't, for instance, say, if you have the time and you don't have anything else to do, please run around the rugby field. If you are an athlete, your coach will tell you, okay, do 2 laps. Can you hear that? Do 2 laps or run 2 laps. It's very short and very simple for people to understand. And instructions are always given in a specific order. Typically when you have to make something, if for instance you have to make a doll, then it won't start with put the clothing on the doll. That will be one of the last instructions that they give you, or one of the last steps. So just look at that instructions are given in a specific order. So we're going to quickly go to page 78 in your textbooks, and then there is an example of a recipe. So I want you to look at it. I've taken it from your textbook directly. It's a healthy salad recipe. Now when we write a recipe, there's a specific format that we use for that. First of all, you start with your ingredients. In this case, they've got ingredients for the salad as well as for a salad dressing. So the ingredients are listed there. You have 1 lettuce, 1 cucumber, 3 tomatoes and 1 onion. And then you also have ingredients for your salad dressing, for instance, your salt, pepper, mustard, dried herbs, etc. And then underneath your ingredients is the method. Now the method contains the steps that you have to take in order to make your salad. So your ingredients are what you will use or what you will need to make your salad, and your method is how you will make your salad. Now we always use, please note the spelling of the word ingredients, boys and girls. I know it's a bit of a long word, but it's important for you to know how to spell it. We're going to do a small activity on this, so please note and pay careful attention to the correct spelling. Now in this healthy salad, the first step is you rinse all the ingredients and you pat them dry with a paper towel. So can you see instructions are given in a specific order. To make a healthy salad, first of all you need to rinse all the ingredients with clean water. Then you chop the lettuce, then you cut the tomato into wedges, and can you see that the steps are numbered as well chronologically in a specific from 1 to 7, 7 being your very last step. So basically that's it, boys and girls. And for instance, if it was to bake a muffin, your ingredients would have been flour, salt, an egg, milk, oil, things like that. And then your method would have been, first of all, get together a mixing bowl for the dry ingredients. Get together a whisk with which you can whisk the egg and the milk and the oil. So remember, you have to have a list of ingredients for your recipe, and then you have to have your method, which is written in a step-by-step format with each step being numbered then. So what I want you to do for your homework, on page 79 under the heading after you read, there are 3 very small or very short questions. you can just look at those questions and see if you can answer them verbally. Maybe discuss them with your mom or your dad or whoever is at home, or a brother or sister, and see if you can read through that and just answer those questions. You don't have to do anything in writing. Then what I want you to do on an exam pad that we will mark when we are back in class, your heading is write a recipe, page 81 in brackets. At the top or the first line of your exam pad, you write your heading, you write your name and your surname, as well as the date on which you do this exercise. And then I would like you to do planning in the form of a mind map. Remember, we've used mind maps before, boys and girls. You'll do your planning according to this exercise that they've given you. And then they've given you a frame on page 81 that you can use to write your own recipe. You don't have to use this, but what I want to see is, obviously, boys and girls, if it's a recipe, for instance, how to make a bacon, tomato and lettuce sandwich, you will say there how to make a BLT sandwich. That will be your heading, because you have to know what you are making. Remember, in our one it says how to make a healthy salad. So your heading, you'll have a heading. That's what I want to see when you've finished your work. And then underneath your heading, first thing, your ingredients. Then you are going to list your ingredients. If you decide on baking a chocolate cake, this is the recipe for a chocolate cake, then you will have flour again, you will have egg, you will have milk, you will have chocolate or cocoa powder or butter or whatever you need in order to put in your cake. And typically sometimes we put icing on a cake, so you'll have a separate list of ingredients for your icing. You can, for instance, put ingredients, cake mix, and then next to that icing, and then list your ingredients. And remember, when you list your ingredients, if you bake a cake, you can't just say eggs, because you need to know exactly how many eggs go into the cake. Okay, so you need to say 1 egg or 2 eggs or 15 eggs or whatever. And then underneath your list of ingredients will be your method, and I want you to write out the word method as well. And please, boys and girls, method with a capital M, ingredients with a capital I. Then your steps will be numbered from 1 to however many you have. But try not to have less than 5 steps. See if you can have 1 to 5 steps at least. You can have more than that, but preferably not less than that. And then remember to write your instructions in the correct order. And also, when you write your instructions, you also always, because it's the beginning of a sentence, you start your sentence with a capital letter. Okay, so I hope I'm going to see some very nice recipes, and maybe when we are back in school we can look at them, and maybe one of the girls in class can bake us a nice chocolate cake or something. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, boys and girls, that's it for today. Stay safe, and if you have any questions, your parents are welcome to contact me via email or via WhatsApp. Thank you. Goodbye.